Hello everyone. Today we are going to actually get into inserting records and using the last insert ID, which grabs the last insert you did and it saves the ID, the auto increment from the last table that was inserted into. So it's easier to actually see than talk about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do insert into singers, singer name, singer hometown, singer date of birth, and then the values. I am going to do one of my favorite singers when I was a little kid, Jim Croce. He is from Philadelphia, and the year he was born I have no idea, but I'm going to say 1950, 01, 02. And then I'm going to insert into the songs singer ID, song name, and then values, last insert ID, comma, and then the song is operator. Okay. Now, when I insert into that, what you will see is that last insert ID. I'm going to move this up here. Okay. And then afterwards, I'm going to do a select on the singers table. Okay. So when I run this, it's going to insert Jim Croce into the singers table, and then it's going to grab his unique ID, which is the singer ID here, which is an auto increment. That's the AI down here. And it's going to grab that value because this is automatically being generated by the database. It's going to grab that value and it's going to use it to insert into the songs table. So that value will be associated with the singer, Jim Croce. And then it'll add that unique singer ID and then one of his songs right here. Okay, so when I hit execute, you can see here there's Jim Croce and his singer ID is 7, which was right here, the last insert ID. Okay, so it knew that after it inserted Jim Croce, it said, hey, what ID did you generate, database? And the database said, by using this function, I generated the ID 7. Okay, well, let's take that ID and we're going to use it for one of his songs. And I'm going to associate that with Jim Croce's singer ID right there. And then afterwards, I'm going to do a select asterisk from singers. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this out here. All right. So now let's look at one thing with the singers. I am actually going to want to use some more of these functions, and I'm going to do a count on all the singers. So I'm going to do singer name as singer count, and I want to average out the average year of all the singers. Like if I average all the singers' birth years up, and what I can do is I can do average function, and then within it do a function called year against the singer date of birth. right here. And I'm going to do average date of birth. Okay. Now if I run that, it says, hey, you got 6 singers, and between all their date of birth years, it's going to average out to 1965, looking somewhere in February or March right there, with the decimal of 1.666. Okay, so that is one select we can do. And now let's put both of our tables to work by doing a select singer name, singer hometown, singer date of birth, song name, and I'm going to write a nice little function here. So I'm going to do if year singer date of birth is less than 1980, then it's going to be other. And so if it's less than 1980, it's going to be other. If it's greater than 1980, then it's going to be millennial. Okay, and then that is my generation. Okay, and now I'm going to go from singers and I want to make sure I missed the comma right here. That's why that was red right there. Actually right here with a comma, and that's why that was red right there. So let's go back to my inner join. So I'm going to inner join the singers table onto the songs table, where singers table singer ID is equal to songs singer ID. And then I'm going to order by singer date of birth, ascending. Okay. I'm going to run that. And you can see right there, it's got all the singers, and anyone that was born after 1980 is a millennial, and anyone before is other. Because I think 1958 is maybe a baby boomer, but I'm not quite sure though. Okay, so let me show you guys one more thing. If you go over to your schemas and you hover on the database, see that little information icon. If you click it, it gives you all kinds of nice information about this database. Like how many tables there are, the tables themselves, the size of the tables, and the columns. So you can see there's the singer ID, and then also that's an auto increment. You can see within it that we have the songs table, which is auto increment, and singer ID and song name. And we can look at the indexes. So you can see, for example, the singers table has an index of singer ID. The songs table has a primary index of song ID. But it also has this foreign key here, which is telling it's not unique. And that's how you would know it's a foreign key right there. It also has triggers and views, store procedures, and a lot of other things in here. So it's actually pretty helpful. Okay, thank you guys very much.